Hey folks, Matt Abbott here, back in Dwarf Fortress, Wallscorched, part 2. Well, technically it's just like technically like the first part because, well, first part was like embark stuff. And okay, so you may notice a few little things here. Probably a little bit different look to it because I've been doing this on my old computer. I had some problems on my new one getting this game sometimes to run properly. I don't think it's because of its alpha state. I think it's more because of my computer. A few issues lately. For some reason, Dwarf Fortress, I don't want to lose the footage in it. Um, yeah, it's just kind of a pain in the butt to recreate what you've done. So, all right. So you see here we're paused. Um, haven't really given it a whole lot of thought here what I'm going to do. Um, so let's see here. Let's bring up. Let's just chop some trees down here. Um, yeah. So it might be a little louder because my old computer settings are a little bit different for sound. So. Um, it's the trees are not as thick as some of the other embarks. So we're gonna obviously cut the trees down. I think we're just gonna build something on the ground level here. I suppose I could go up and like break this hill down at some later point in time to give us some more room on this ground level. I don't know if I will right now. Yeah, side of the map's got not much. This has got like it's sort of a valley when we showed it last time. So like a river valley. Yeah, alright, so let's see here. Let's do. Where do I want to put this? I guess that's the next question. I guess we'll just sort of go down from right here. Downward stairways. And let's do up down stairways. Maybe a few levels down. Alright, so let's see here. It'll just go straight down. I want to see what we have here. How many layers of soil. Most likely I'll build a farm right probably here or maybe the level under us. Um, my understanding, I don't know enough about this stuff, but I think it's the tree roots. I don't know exactly what, I don't think it really yields much when you dig through it, but I don't know. I'm seeing things in the water here too. As you can see, I'll take a look at that in a minute. Actually, let's take a look at the units. Let's show, yeah, sea lamprey, longoose gar, giant sponge, pike. Yeah, yeah, so I don't know about that. Those could be pretty deadly for all I know. All right, well, that's fine. Let's do a refuse stockpile. Not too far from the entrance here, but like I said, we're going to be doing probably mostly a surface thing. This is a change of pace for me. Um, so it's going to be a lot of outside construction, which can be tedious, but I'm hoping to make something rather large here. A large build. So what else do we need? Wood. Wood might be just kind of like ridiculous because we're going to have so much of that because of the changes that were made in the trees here. Because each one of these trees is going to drop like um, several things here. Where do I want the walls eventually? That's the thing. I want it to be pretty large and cover a large amount of space on the map. So, and my understanding is now goblins can now go up, crawl up the sides of some of these things, but if they have a constructed wall, either they're not able to or they're less able to, and I'm not quite sure. I'm not completely understood exactly all the climbing aspects, but also, yes, big loud trucks have to go by my house right when I'm filming this. That's great. Um, I don't know what I have to deal with. Really, you don't. Yeah, it's just I think they can climb up the trees and actually fall or drop down into your fortress too. I don't know exactly if they can path that way or if they will, if the AI is intelligent enough to do that. But sometimes your dwarfs will path out of your fortress using the trees if they're overhanging. So if I go up one Z level, they'll actually climb up here and drop down on the outside of your walls or something. So I don't know. To me, it's like it's created a whole lot more chaos for Dwarf Fortress, which is already a pretty chaotic game here. So whether I like this change or not, I don't know. Let's deconstruct the wagon. Well, we're going to have to build a bridge, both inside the walls and also on the outside of the walls, so that migrants that happen to pop in on the other side or trade caravans will be able to get to us. So that's going to be an order of business. We're going to need stone, obviously, to do some of this stuff. Let's actually set up a little zone here. Well, actually, not a little one, but actually, yeah, a little one for the probably the rooster and the hens. Then dogs don't need to be too big, I guess. But we'll do animal training in the dog one just in case we don't get them down quick. I want to have them below, though, because I want to have them protected or within a building that's going to be sealed off. So we're going to have to think of how we're going to do this here. I don't know. The horses have to be grazing animals, obviously, so they'll have to be out here. So I want to do them all kind of separate so they're not fighting each other and stuff. On the grazing animals, one will have to be a little bigger. Not really sure. And put them in there. Okay, I don't know if they're male or female. I don't know if they'll breed, but I'll probably slaughter them relatively early on here. Now I'll give our guys something to do for a couple seconds. So let's unpause for a couple seconds. So hopefully, yeah, because I'm not recording this on my new computer, I'm not going to be able to show you the Dwarf Therapist stuff. So well, I'll have to pause here at moments to enable certain things within. Yeah, see, they're all 7 are idling right now. So yeah, I'm going to have to stop and pause and double check who's enabled for what. But let's take a quick look down before I do that. Sand. What is this? Probably clay or something along those lines, right? Loam, sandy loam. Must be the same. What is this? Dolomite. Alright. What is that? I think that is tetrahedrite? No? It is tetrahedrite, okay. Well, let's see. So we have dolomite going down. I don't remember if that's well, I know it's magma safe. Not that we're going to do much with magma this time around, but is it flux? It is flux. Okay. I don't really want to use this up, that means. At least not for the constructing of walls and things of that nature, but yeah. Oh crap. So I don't know. I'd rather use something else unless we got crap loads. I don't know how much steel production will do in this fort anyway. Nah, that's too much. I just want to, let's see, let's do another downward stairs there. Go down a few. I just want to see if we can find the cavern lair relatively quickly here. So at least where I know where it is, and maybe find some different type of stone to use. But there's several layers of this, so maybe I'll just use the dolomite anyway. But at any rate, we'll just go down a little bit to wherever this ends up and see if we can find the cavern lair. Yeah, okay, it's a different type of stone. But I don't know, I'll probably just use the dolomite up there. Diorite. Since we have quite a bit of it. Is that gold? Please say it is. Please! No, rubus cell cluster. Okay, that's some sort of a gem. Yes, expansive cavern. Enter. Unfortunately, what is in here? Giant toad. I'm assuming that's in here. Zoom the creature. Yeah, he may path for us. Um, so let's actually cancel this stuff. Well, at least that releases the spores. So we're going to have a mason floor over this so things won't path up. And we'll go down into the caverns at some later point in time, probably. I just don't want things down there pathing up because that'll be a nightmare for us early on with military. So let's just use that right away. Oh, and I am going to have to pause here to check out who is enabled for masonry and things of that nature, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we've enabled some things, disabled some things, and mainly the hauling duties are... Did the guy get out? I guess that's the next question. Pause, please. No job, no job, no job. Fell tree. Store item and stockpile. Alright, so I think everyone got out of there. So no, the frog won't be able to get in and nothing else that's down here. Ravens, which I'm assuming are on the surface. Bound owl, same thing. Toad, okay. So I would like to go in there and maybe wall off a section at some point, but not a high priority for this fort. So yeah, all right. So we are here. Okay, what are we gonna do? Well, how about we're gonna first off we gotta keep our miners busy. So we're gonna have a farming area here. I actually should let them do that first. I would think just so we can get that up and going right now. Yeah, everyone right now is moving stone, or actually wood, sorry. But they all have their hauling labors enabled except for the miners, which are basically, I don't want them doing any hauling or wasting any time doing hauling. Let's see here. Yeah, silt, I think you can build farms on this. And it looks like, yeah, already the spores are going in there if you see that off color thing there. So if we really wanted to, we could go underground again and build underground tree farms and things of that nature like we've done before. But no, I'm not going to do that this time. I'm trying to force myself to do a completely surface empire, except for maybe, obviously starting off, we'll do the farms here. Now, I just don't know if they can path down from there, from above. I don't think so, but I don't know enough about the tree roots here really to know for sure. Alright, so, look at that, alright, trees are already growing in there. Um, so, let's see here, build, farm plot. Yeah, see, so ruins it already makes it look bad. That's great. That's bullcrap. Is there no way to get those up? Alright, well, whatever. I don't really need it that bad. Right there, I just kind of do a smaller one here. One will be plum pelmets, the other one will be a mixture of plum pelmets and probably that cave wheat. Let's see here. Now, stone. So let's go down one there. So I mean, really, it doesn't matter. Just have you just do whatever, dudes. Go up there and do that. Alright, because now I'm going to start setting up some of these shops here to start doing a few things. Alright, let's cut down some more trees. Alright. Build, workshop, carpenter. There. I mean, I could make those outer walls out of wood. I don't know how well these things are going to crawl over walls that are constructed. I thought I heard somewhere that the constructed walls they won't be able to go up them as easily, or I might have to think about if I can't remember now the first episode if it was a warm environment or not, because obviously if it freezes, um, a moat will be useless. But I don't think we're gonna freeze if I think it's warm. I don't know. We'll find out very soon. Yeah. So I do have architecture enabled, I think. Let's just build the trade depot now so I don't forget. I think these are saplings, at least in this one. I don't know if we can get rid of them. I don't want them in the way of those. So let's see here. Just make it here, I guess. All right. I don't. Your dudes will take damage from falling trees, so you gotta be careful where you're chopping them down and all that. Mason's shop will be another one we're gonna have to work on real quickly here. Mechanics, mason shops, things of that nature. Got a lot of this ore here, so we can have some copper stuff. But again, not a major concern at this moment. I'm looking for stone right now. All right, so you doing this? When you were finished, are you done, farmer dude? You look like you're done. All right. Well, in the meantime, let's do food stockpile here down here. At least just to protect the food. And let that go. I'll have it just be just for seeds later on. That'll at least give the idlers something to do. At least I would think, because they're still idle. They have their hauling duties enabled, so I don't know. The only ones that don't are the miners. Okay, so let's do here. What do we want to do here? I guess just an order of barrels for now. Yeah, I don't know why they're all idle. Well, let's pause here. We gotta find them some work to do. Build masonry shop. No. Workshop, masonry shop. Okay. Let's do that here. What else do we need? We need the... Where is it? Mechanic is T. Keep forgetting that one. Okay, F1. And let's actually just make the butcher shop. I did enable butchering on somebody. Forget who now. Alright, so a few things there. Like a few of them going. But we're going to be making a lot of stone blocks. Okay, pause here again. Okay, you are done. Alright, in spring, helmets, cave wheat, and plump helmets on that one. This is all plump helmets here. Plump helmets, B, helmets, C, plump helmets, D, plump helmets, okay. What else do I want to do? Paused here. Something in my mind. I don't know. I could temporarily make a bridge with out of the wood. Yeah, actually let's do that. So we have an overabundance of it. And a tree should be chopped down. Don't really know the extent of my wall, where my walls are going to be. I'll start working on that in a little bit. I sort of want it to be big, but I'm sure we'll get hit with some sort of an ambush, or just get rid of these things, or something before getting out to the point where I want to be. So might have to make something smaller. At least people are not idle. Oh, now they're idle. Okay. Now they're not idle. Okay. So go here, dudes. This is the big thing here, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. For first off, 5 doors, and then probably blocks on repeat, right? No. Throne, throne, table, table, and blocks on repeat after that. Unpause. Oh, and one other thing, might as well get you going. Actually, yeah, I'm just doing this for maybe future bridges that are coming up. Alright, let's get the hotkeys going here. Zoom here for this farm. And zoom here for you. Alright. Keep getting 2 idlers, 1 idler. Okay, let's pause here. I'm going to pause the recording and double check who keeps going idle here. Hold on. Okay. Well, this time around it was the mason. I don't know why he's not doing all that work I just assigned him, but right now it's going. I basically turned all his hauling duties off because we're going to need him to go to town on this pretty quickly here. Yeah, he should be sitting in that shop all the time. Of course he picks a stone from the furthest away. Couldn't just pick a stone that was right here, right? I mean, that'd be too easy. Looks like we do have gold here. Let's see, just double check, but pretty sure it is. Yeah, gold, awesome. Very happy for such things. Okay. Yeah, I think the first order of business is going to be the walls. Because this is out of wood, I have 2 dudes set up for the wood stuff, so... Alright, so I don't know where the other one is. Oh, wait, that's right, he was doing mechanical stuff. I think I have them wood, cutting, carpentry, and mechanical. Yeah, so the other one's doing the mechanical stuff. That's fine for now. I'm going to try and force myself not to go below ground at all for nothing, other than just getting the quarrying stone in for the farms. Another thing we're going to have to do is probably, because this is what happened in the last fortress I was doing. Those frickin' birds again, those Kias, I hate them. They were actually literally stealing stone blocks from the surface. So I actually have to bank my stone block stockpile below ground now, so things don't fly off with them. There's like no intrinsic value to it. Why would they go and steal my stone blocks? But those Kias would. You wouldn't even think they'd be able to carry them, for crying out loud. I mean, they're pretty big birds, of course, according to the description, but it's just bizarre. I could butcher those things. Yeah, oh, also I'm going to need temporary, at least now, area for the still. Actually, we want 5 by 5, don't we? Yeah, I can't. I don't know about this thing here. This root. Alright, so the miners got their work cut out for them here. I'll let them cut that other stuff out, but we're signing any more stone stuff. I could do a stone stockpile over here, just to keep things kind of separated, and organized. I don't think I'll do that right now. Our hauling duties should be divided up elsewhere, I would think. Why are you putting... Why are they putting the doors in the food stockpile? Oh, it's furniture. Oh, what? I thought I put food. Ah, I misread it. Darn it. Well, that's fine, actually. We got quite a bit of furniture because of the barrels. Okay. Ah, all right. Food. It's F. Stupid. I looked at F on the furniture. Yes. Every siren in town must come by too. Probably running out of time here. I want to keep these episodes kind of short. So, what about food? Where are we going to put the food here? Temporarily. All right. Looks like they're going to actually finish this room's stone stuff. Nope. Going to the other one. All right. I thought I was wondering about that. I didn't really want them inefficiently going to the other areas, but apparently they're going to do that anyway. Be that way. Be that way, boys. Yeah, I'm going to end it real soon here. Um, I also think, if I remember right, I'll try and name my dwarfs after in between episodes here. And if any of you know about the tree stumps or the roots, I don't think things can path down, but I'm just guessing at that. There's really no visible way to get down there. I'm just assuming it's showing you that it happens to be the roots or whatever. Okay, so let's pause there and do still is yes L. Kitchen Z. Forget that sometimes. All right, so what do I want here for stockpiles? How about food one here? Okay, so what is that? What's on that spot there? They didn't finish digging it out. Okay, gotcha. Fine, whatever. So just let's see. We'll block all and just enable. Is it plants? Fruits and leaves, right? No, wait a minute now. Because I know they can make things out of these things now, but I want plump helmets on this. Milled plants? No. I guess just regular plants, right? Okay, yeah, okay, I was mistaken there. Okay, permit. Why is it dulled out here? I don't know. All right, well, anyway. Sorry I'm stumbling through this. What did I want next to the food one? I don't know. But I do want food up here. Settings on this would be everything but those, right? Yeah, because the seeds, be here. Okay, so seeds there, food here, but the plants and stuff go here. All right, so where you are? Yeah, you're back there doing that temporarily. I'd like to get another mason up as soon as we get a migration wave. I may actually assign one to be masonry to get the blocks done. So where are you at here on the progress on this? Yes, you're on the blocks. All right, good. And the mechanic is finished. Good. Start having them haul those blocks up here. And I do have people assigned. There's 2 dudes assigned for all 3 of these things. So basically, brewing, cooking, and farming. So, yeah, okay, so he finally gets to it. So how are we at on food here? Seeds, drink, none, another. Some meats, okay. I'm gonna have you prepare easy meals on repeat for a while also. Oh, one other thing. I typically do this. I don't like these for cooking. I'd rather have them for drinking only. So roughly 30 of each of these. Okay, I think we're okay. I want to butcher. No, not yet. I don't want to distract the food guys just yet from anything else. Oh, yeah, that wasn't dug out, that little spot there. I was wondering about that. Units. Turkey hen, turkey gobbler, elk bird, which is probably down in the, yeah, down there. Which can be troublesome. Not dangerous, but annoying. Oh, he's on the surface. Oh, I would have loved to grab up those guys. I probably could assign somebody to military to go strangle them. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Military. Metal armor. I don't know. I don't really remember who's got. Didn't I assign, no relevant skills for anyone. How about expedition leader? This peasant was doing next to nothing. The trader for now. Let's go to A. Let's see. Okay. Or I don't know how well this works. It sometimes doesn't work real well. Give order. Unpause. Let's see if they actually go over there and break their frickin' heads open. Come on, break those frickin' heads open. Turkeys. There we go. Get them. Did you get him? Man, he can't even catch up to a frickin' turkey. Come on, man. Yeah, a bit of a slowdown there for no reason. The other one's not even being chased. Ah, man. Now let's zoom the creature. No, not that one, not the hen, apparently. Follow you on pause. Come on. Where are the other dudes? Got him. All right. We're not complete incompetents. Only partially incompetent. Now we're going after the other one. Break him in half. A little bit of dodging or something. Wrestling, probably. Come on, you can get him. Come on, you should be doing other work here. I'm taking time out of my busy schedule to check this crap out here. There you go. Oh, yeah! Break his head open like a coconut. All right. Pause here. All right. Squad A. Back to inactive. Do your other things. Back to F1. Let's go here. I think they should butcher them, technically speaking. They should be doing that. I hope. Okay. Pause here again. Let's see. Bar block B. Bang. All right. Settings. Let's see. Want to forbid. Alright, just blocks me to that. Another thing, build doors. Okay, well, we're using up 3 of them probably for no real reason, but just for the heck of it. Alright, that's good. Let's go back on the surface. Carpenter done yet? Alright, he finished his work here. So we actually want to get some beds so they don't have any more bad moves here. Okay, so who's... Well, we got a lot of idlers. Okay. Well, first off, I do know we got the two of the idlers are the miners, so... Alright, you get a nice big area to dig out. Let me pause. Okay, so it is the woodcutters slash mechanics slash carpenters that do not have work here. So let's just do a lot of tree cutting in the area and just around the bridge here. Okay, so they're bringing the blocks up. That's good. How are we doing in drinks? Not too bad so far. Alright, I think I'm going to be ending the episode here soon. So we're going to need probably a stone craft. I was going to wait for migration wave though. Yeah, I'll set up one for that. There. And I'll assign one to them when they come in here. I think that's it for today, guys. Probably went a little long than I wanted to. I was going to do half-hour episodes, but I think this went longer than that. But alright, well, I'll see you guys next time. Probably do some things in between episodes, not building and stuff. Just naming the dwarves, maybe. I'm trying to think a little bit more about what I'm going to do with the walls here. I don't know yet quite what I'm doing. I guess just planning. That's it. So I will see you guys next time. Adios, folks.